if it can help anyone, like, please, if you paint or do anything for yourself that you love and enjoy, please do it because you love it and genuinely enjoy it, and not because you have to do it or you need to do it. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to do anything. So it's really not that deep. Just paint, just draw, and just enjoy it, please. Hello, welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, I will be painting some more fruits. So, like I said in my last Paint With Me video, where I painted like a strawberry and some pancakes and I think a macaroon, I said that I really enjoyed this type of painting and that I wanted to paint and practice painting more food. So that's exactly what I have been doing, and that's what this video is. In this video, I practiced with some other fruits, you will see. One of you guys actually recommended to try and paint like a breakfast sandwich. So I'm actually thinking of doing like a whole page of breakfast foods. I feel like that will definitely take a while. Like it will take probably more hours, which is not so great because, as you guys know, I am a very impatient person. And I also, like, when I start painting a page, I really want to like finish it. And I'm like that with everything. Like if I start any kind of project or if I'm doing anything, like if I start it today, I want to finish it today, which isn't very good because sometimes it's very good to take a break and then come back, which I'm trying to work on. But yeah, so I will definitely do like a breakfast page, and I will have to, just probably do it in multiple days because I don't have much time, I don't think I could paint more than like 1 hour, maybe an hour and a half max. So yeah, I will see what I will do. But yeah, I will be definitely doing that. So as you can see, the first fruit that I'm drawing are blueberries. I feel like blueberries are very underrated. At least how I grew up. I didn't really grow up eating blueberries that much. Like, of course, I would eat them here and there, but I don't know, it just wasn't like a fruit that's very commonly eaten in my household. But blueberries are actually really like good for you. They are power food. They are full of like, I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not a doctor, and I don't know the specific things, but I have read before like a lot of benefits of blueberries. So if you're interested, search it up. But yeah, blueberries are very good for you. And I actually wanted to start and eat them more. Even though I know these things, I don't really eat them. I should, but I don't. So maybe I will try and eat more blueberries in the future. So for these fruit paintings, I of course found some reference photos on Pinterest, but I don't copy the whole reference because it's very rare that I can find the reference that I like 100%, because sometimes I don't like the lighting, the shadows. I sometimes don't like the position of the fruit. So I usually just look at the reference just so that I can have an idea of, okay, yeah, that fruit looks like that. But then I position how I want to. So these blueberries, for example, that's not how the reference looked like. It's just how I imagined it and how I wanted to paint it. And of course, if you want to work on the shadows and lighting, I feel like it's the best to try and copy the reference and really look at the reference. But that's not what I'm practicing here. If I'm being honest, I'm just painting this because I really, really enjoy painting food, so which I recently discovered that I enjoy painting food. So I'm just adding the shadows and light and highlights how I feel like looks good and how I want it to look. I feel like as of right now, my painting of these fruits is kind of realistic, but because of the highlights that I add at the end, I feel like that gives like a little animated vibes. So I feel like it's somewhere in between. It's not like completely, realistic painting of fruits. I feel like I really do have a love-hate relationship with painting because I really, really love to paint, but it takes so much time. And whenever I want to paint, I really need to like organize my time and be like, okay, so you need an hour or an hour and a half. And for some people, that might not be a lot of time. You might be thinking like, oh, I paint 5 hours a day and it's nothing. But for me, for a person who, I'm still like, I started coming back into painting this year, which is like what, 5 months ago or 6 months ago. And I didn't even start like right in January. I think I started maybe like in February or March, somewhere like that. I'm not even sure. So it's still like very hard to be able to paint for a very, very long time. And like I said, I'm very impatient. Not only that, I can't really stay still for a long time. Like whenever I am, for example, watching a movie or a series, or I can't like just sit for an hour. Like I will get up, I don't know, go get water, then sit down. That I would lay on my back, lay on my stomach, lay on my side. Then I would switch position. Like I have a difficulty staying still for a long periods of time. So if you tell me like, oh, you're gonna paint like an hour and a half straight, that's like achievement for me. Like when I paint an hour straight, I'm like, wow, good job. Like you were so patient. So yeah, but that's what I realized on this journey, to say that I definitely have like at least a little bit improved my impatientness. So hopefully it will get even better in the future. So for these paintings, I would say the most difficult one, actually, like neither of these was difficult. What was that grammar? Neither of these paintings were difficult. It was more like the time that it took. So, like these, the blueberries and the raspberries, it was filmed the same day and it took like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. I think like blueberries took around 40 minutes and then the rest was the raspberry. Because of course I don't like to rush, and I'm not sure if that is fast or slow. I really have no idea, but that I'm just sharing how much time it took to paint these things. And then for the grapefruit and oranges, it took like 40 minutes as well. So like in total it took like an hour 40 almost, I think. Sorry, I can't do math. But like it took a lot of time. So that's why you will see later in the video when I start painting tangerines and when I start painting oranges and grapefruits, it's a different background, it's a different table. That's because it was the next day and I was actually painting outside, and it was so nice, to be honest. Like it was so nice to paint outside because the weather was very nice, and I don't know, it was a very nice day. So for the raspberries, the only thing that I was struggling with is how do I show the texture of the raspberries, because you know that the raspberry has like little bumps and the texture is kind of like, you know, if you would go over it with a finger, like you will feel every single bump. So I wasn't sure how I'm gonna do that, and how am I gonna do that with painting on a paper. So at first I started with these, like with the tiny brush that I did like the strokes, the outlines to say, and the little like shadows to say. But then I realized that that's too harsh and that's not gonna look good. So that's why I blended it. And then it turned out really well. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's what I will do. And so I added the darker colors and then blended it. And then later I went with some brighter colors to just add like the, you know, the shadow and the lights and everything else. So as you can see with painting, I don't really have like a specific technique on how I do things. Like I could say that I first do the like first layer, first color, like the main color, and then I add onto that color. So it's basically like layering. I layer the paint. I don't really do like, I know how some, and it's amazing to me, like some painters, they literally just go, like they don't layer their colors, they just mix the color and then put it on the white paper, then mix other color, put it on the white paper. I can't really do that. I always layer the paint. So I think my technique, you can say, is layering. So I go with the first color that is like the main one, and then I usually do the darker colors first. So I would say that I add like deep tones and shadows first, and then I go over with lighter colors. That's what I did with the blueberries, that's what I did with the raspberries. And I don't know, I feel like this way of painting is the most comfortable for me, and I feel like I can always go back and add shadows or some lighter shades if that's needed. As for the grapefruit and oranges, I don't even know why I chose to do this. I mean, I didn't have any like ideas. I didn't have any plan on like what fruit I'm gonna draw, I mean paint. So I just went through Pinterest and I found like grapefruit and I was like, okay, I could do that. And then I just did that. And I wanted to be something a bit different from the first two, because the blueberries and the raspberry are kind of a whole fruit, like you see, but these are like slices, so it's sliced grapefruit and oranges and lemon, whatever. So I wanted to do something different, so that's why I did it like this. Not gonna lie, now that I'm thinking of everything, I feel like maybe oranges and like the grapefruit, maybe that was the hardest. It was kind of difficult to know how to paint the little slices inside of the slice. I will show you what I mean on the screen. So I wasn't sure at first how I'm gonna do that. But then I realized, okay, I will just do the harsh lines with the tiny brush, and then I will like blend it again. And that's exactly what I did, and it worked out very well. But I'm gonna be honest, the results I'm not entirely happy with. I feel like it could have been a bit more detailed. Like, it looks fine, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like with the white highlights and everything, I don't know, I just I just feel like I could have done a better job if I wasn't impatient and paid a bit more attention to detail. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's okay. with painting, I don't want to feel pressure like that I need to paint in a certain way, or that I need to do something like that or like this. I really just I really just want to have fun and practice. And I feel like with this YouTube journey and everything, I really enjoy it, but sometimes I feel like I have to make a video or I have to draw or paint. I don't want to feel like I have to do something. I want to paint because I enjoy it, because I find it fun. And that's exactly what is happening to me right now. Like, I truly, truly enjoy painting and I want to share it with you guys. And I really don't want to put the pressure on myself that I keep putting for some reason, that, I need to do something in a certain way. I really don't. Like, this is my YouTube channel, so I can do what I want and post however I want. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say that if anyone wants to hear it, and if it can help anyone, like, please, if you paint or do anything for yourself that you love and enjoy, please do it because you love it and genuinely enjoy it, and not because you have to do it or you need to do it. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to do anything. So it's really not that deep. Just paint, just draw, and just enjoy it, please. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.